Headlines read, De La Hoya questions Terence Crawford's chin against Canelo Alvarez's power after Gamboa's scare. Even though I'm picking Canelo to win the fight, I gotta be fair. They said the same thing about Crawford when he's going in the ring against Errol Spence. If Gamboa hurt him, what is Errol Spence gonna do to him? And we saw the results of that. So De La Hoya was recently on Ring Champs, and I will play a little clip from that. But what I want to say before that is, I don't own the rights to this content. It's for educational purposes only. So let's listen to De La Hoya, the Golden Boy, on Ring Champs. Take it away, Golden Boy.
Do you feel that Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
That's the $1 million question. Because I'm a historian. I love boxing. I love watching it. I love studying it. I know it inside out. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo, who's a natural, super middleweight, maybe?
But that was so
not that high.
But you know, he fought at what, 190? Canelo?
175.
175? Okay. Yeah. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters. Right. Yeah. He's not getting rattled at all.
No.
Berlanga's a big kid.
Right. Yeah.
So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard.
Oscar also mentioned that he believed Terence Crawford can have an edge in boxing IQ and also movement. He believes those two things to give Canelo trouble because Canelo does not have great footwork. I'm a believer when it comes to boxing, anybody can be hurt. I'm not buying the fact that Canelo has a steel chin and people telling me, well, Triple G couldn't hurt him. But you know who did hurt him was Jose Cotto, who's the brother of Miguel Cotto. And the excuse I get from people is, well, he was young. And he was young. And he still has the same chin, and he was rocked. What Canelo improved on is his defense. He's a very good defensive fighter now. And what Canelo does well is he rolls with punches and he slips punches. It's hard to hit Canelo flush. Not like the old days when Jose Cotto caught him. And Boots' father, Bozy Ennis, said it well. You could throw those hard punches, but you got to place those punches in the right place. Punch placement is going to be big in this fight. That Gamboa-Crawford fight was 11 years ago. I don't think it'll be any factor in this fight coming up September 13th. Also, Oscar De La Hoya predicts a brutal KO for Gervonta Davis over Shakur Stevenson in a lightweight unification match. Of course, this is in a video game because I do not think this fight's going to happen. And to me, this sounds like sour grapes from Oscar De La Hoya because Shakur Stevenson beat his frontman, William Cepeda, at 135. Now, before, I thought Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson was a 50-50 fight. After seeing the Lamont Roach fight, and not that Lamont Roach fights like Shakur Stevenson, it confirms what Calvin Ford was saying. We're not going to fight guys, boxers or fighters, that are not going to let us do what we do in the ring. Which means we're not going to fight fighters that are difficult, that are going to make us look bad, or we have a chance of losing the fight. And Leonard Ellerbe told us a long time ago that Gervonta Davis is an attraction. They want to keep that attraction alive. They're not going to put him there with guys like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. And the biggest fear for his team and Gervonta Davis, and he said this in an interview, he didn't want to get knocked out, so he took that break in the Lamont Roach fight to wipe his eyes and all the other stuff. He took a break because he did not want to get knocked out. He did not want to be embarrassed. He didn't want to be a Twitter meme. And with that mentality, I'd be surprised if Tank Davis takes on the top fighters in his division. I think Gervonta Davis' next fight, if he doesn't fight Lamont Roach, which is very much in doubt, I can see him fight somebody like a Manny Pacquiao, who is not the same Manny Pacquiao in his prime, and also, in my opinion, look very old against Mario Barrios. I don't see him and his team taking a chance of fighting Shakur Stevenson, and if they did, I would pick Shakur Stevenson to win that fight.
What, on Saturday night?
Just incredible, if I'm honest. I mean, I know we'll come on to the parties and you know whatever, like, but you can't. I don't like the way that we're kind of looking for all these excuses and reasons why Alexander Usyk, who is pound for pound number one, battered Daniel Dubois, and it was all because Daniel weren't quite right on the night. It doesn't matter if Daniel went to a yoga retreat in the morning rather than have a party in his house. He was getting beat and he was getting stopped that night.
Eddie Hearn believes that Alexander Usyk should retire. What more is there to do? It sounds like Eddie wants these belts to be vacant so AJ could go for one of these belts to become 3-time heavyweight champion. Just saying. Also, what he's saying about Daniel Dubois in his interview is correct. Daniel Dubois is a front runner. If everything is going well, he'll stick in there and he gains more confidence. But when he faces adversity, like that Joe Joyce fight, the 2 Usyk fights, he folds. He mentally breaks down and he checks out and he quits. And that's what happened against Alexander Usyk. He knew he couldn't win that fight and he wanted a way out, and he got one. As far as Usyk retiring from the sport, I think Usyk should retire when he wants to retire. Usyk still looks like he's on top of his game. He's still in his prime. Why not still fight? Plus the paychecks are large from Turkey Al-Sheikh. So why not? You're still winning, still undefeated, and still up top of your game. I think Hearn wants AJ to be champ again. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. BZ, I'm gone.